Oh, this is an old video.
Hey guys,
Only
how you
like
doing?
Chief Allen
Jack
report.
Scalfani here. It's the Cooking with Jack show. My name is Jack Scalfani. We're gonna take on somebody else's mom's recipe. Somebody sent me this. It's called Mom's Butter Chicken. All right. So I'm gonna kind of show you how we do it. We'll get it all prepped. Go ahead and
Mom's
preheat
butter
your oven to
chicken.
425. Then come in close, and I'll show what we're gonna do. Okay. Guys, I want to talk about this recipe because this recipe was a little bit different. They asked for boneless, skinless chicken breasts, and they wanted like 20 some odd dollars for it. And I'm like, screw that. I'm going with the boneless, skinless thighs because I enjoy thigh meat more than I do breast meat. And it was only what, $12? Yeah. So I got a bigger pack of thighs. Man, the prices are crazy. I'm not paying stupid prices. So
You're gonna pay
if I have
whatever
to,
the
I'll go
fucking
to a,
inflation prices
like,
are,
international
jackass.
store and get my chicken.
Like that shit right there, like I get wanting to complain about prices, like if it was just your area. But we all are dealing with fucking inflation, and the price of everything is just stupid right now. So you're gonna just pay what you have to pay, or you're gonna do what you're doing and always do some sort of weird substitution to make sense of the money part of it, the financial aspect of it, which is fine. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, but to sit there and do the whole, like, I prefer thigh meat over, you know, breast meat. Like, in my opinion, when you cook breast meat right, it's good. In my opinion, it's better than thigh meat. But that's a preference. It's just a preference. You're going to pay whatever the fucking inflation prices are. God damn.
But anyway, yeah, so I got a whole package of chicken thighs. That's the substitution. I'll give you the recipe with the breasts if you want to do boneless, skinless breasts, or you can just go with another meat. All right.
You know what? And something else you could have did was not been lazy and just got the bone in or even the skin on chicken breasts. And it usually is cheaper when you do that. Because yeah, like when there's not as much work that goes into the actual final product of it before it's packaged, they can price it cheaper. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, be willing to do a little bit of extra preparation at home, and you can save a little bit of extra money that way too. Just saying.
We're doing this today.
Just saying.
So let me get this open, and then we'll
My
start
tip of the
preparing
day.
our chickens. And
My
put it in
tip of
our
the day.
9x13 bake pan. All right, guys. So first of all, we're going to.
And honestly, if you're gonna do thighs, that's the only way to do a fucking thigh. To do boneless, skinless thighs is honestly kind of gross in my opinion. If you're gonna do boneless, skinless anything, it should honestly only be breast meat and like the chicken tender meat, which is a part of the breast. So yeah, like I think you fucked up right there anyway. So anyways,
Our first bowl,
you know what I'm
pour a little
saying?
bit of the
Fucked up
evaporated milk
anyways.
in there. Not a lot, about half a can. Then put that milk off to the side. Okay.
I think that's the only thing that
Got our
makes
milk in
the
there.
thigh meat good.
Now we
is
gotta
the fact that
prepare our
or
flour.
the have the skin on it.
We're gonna do 2 scoops there.
Bone in,
There.
giggity, fucking nugget.
There we go. We're gonna season our flour really quick because we're basically gonna coat in the milk and then coat in the flour and then put it in the pan. So put a little salt in there. There we go.
Okay, it's doing some old typical shit. You know, nothing wild. Man, it must
Pepper in
be
there.
fucking hard to
First thing we're gonna do is it only
not
has
be
for
able to
1 stick
use
of butter on pump.
like I can almost guarantee you he's only gotten really good with his left hand because he's had to. But I can like that shit seems like this was a really hard adjustment in my opinion because like majority of people are right-handed. Majority of people are right side dominant. So like I can only imagine that he was probably right side dominant like majority of people, and he had to like adapt and learn how to become more left side dominant with whatever injury or health issue or whatever has caused him to like lose like mobility on that side. Like that's the one thing I feel bad about Jack as far as anything goes. Is I feel bad that he can't use that right arm, but his cooking skills suck. That's, that I can't excuse.
Melt the butter.
I would not want to eat his food, bro.
Then we're gonna lay our prepared chicken in it. Okay. All right, guys. Here's how we're gonna do this. You're gonna take a piece of chicken, put it in the milk. Okay.
Why'd you just put all that fucking butter on the bottom of the pan?
Get a nice coating.
I mean, that's a lot of butter, bro.
Do it with each one, okay? So now we're gonna take the rest of the ingredients, mix them in here, then we'll pour it over the chicken. We'll flip the chicken.
I get trying to make sure the shit don't stick, but damn. That was a lot of fucking butter. Holy shit.
And cook the rest.
Whatever you put on them, like that flour fucking batter mixture, like it's gonna, like, I don't imagine it sticking like shit. You just made the batter not stick to the damn chicken and shit with that much butter. Like, god damn, the non-sticking power you got is fucking ridiculous, bro. Holy fuck. You might have overdid it with that.
I'm getting a big can of cream of chicken.
Oh, okay, Heather. Look, I'm a little illiterate when it comes to making buttered chicken, but that seemed like a lot of fucking butter. It seemed real redundant. I'm just saying. Like, it just seemed real redundant to, like, batter and do all this extra shit to then put it in, like, a fucking swimming pool of butter. Like, hey, maybe that's how it's done, but that just seemed fucking wildly redundant.
The recipe didn't say whether it needs a big can or not, but I did a big can just to be safe. Can't have too much sauce. Take the rest of the evaporated milk, pour it in there. There we go. And it asks for a 1/4 cup of water. Pour that in there.
I mean, yeah, that's just like a typical ass like sauce and shit. Whatever. I mean, there's nothing special about that. It seems pretty boring and bland.
This is you can season this if you want. You can put more salt and pepper. You can put
there's not a whole lot you can say about that. Like, that's like some typical, like, average person who doesn't know how to really get down and make their own sauce type fucking sauce right there. Like, that's a bullshit, like, Alfredo sauce, in my opinion. Like, somebody would fucking make that and get away with throwing some noodles in it and being like, look, I made chicken Alfredo. Like, you know what I'm saying?
We're doing. That over.
See what I'm saying? Look at how much, like, nothing, like, you don't even have a crust on the chicken. Like,
let's pour this over the chicken.
There is so much butter. Like, why? I'm sorry. That shit is gross. There is nothing Mom's buttered chicken about anything about that, bro. I don't give a fuck. That shit looks fucking gross. I don't think I would be okay with that.
All right, now this goes back in the oven till it's 2temp. Use a meat thermometer. I usually do like 170 on my chicken, or golden brown. Wait till both are happening, okay? If it's not golden brown, leave it in a little bit longer, okay? Let's get this back in the oven. Okay, guys.
I'm sorry, man. I look. I'm just not okay with that. I mean, he hasn't, like, done anything that, like, I mean, is, like, super overly offensive. But me personally, I'm just not okay with that shit, bro. I'm just not okay with that. That shit was gross. It looked so nasty.
Don't practice these recipes on the show. We just show it to you first time. I think I used the big can of soup, and I should have used the small can.
2 sticks is a lot of butter, bro. That's like, it's a lot of butter melted down. I don't know exactly how much, but that's a lot of butter.
Put it back under the broiler to get it that crispiness. So let me do that right now. You know, it almost looks good.
It almost looks good?
Just give it a little bit more broil time. So let's take this piece. Whoops, no, that's not that piece. Yeah, take that piece. Take that piece. All right, guys, this is more what it's supposed to look like. So I'm probably gonna take all the chicken out and just give it a little bit of a broil to get it crispy for Tammy when she gets home for dinner. But
and you couldn't do that in the glass pan? Like, why? Why did you do this? What was the necessity? Or the it wasn't even a glass pan. It's a fucking metal pan. You can use this. I'm 90 fucking percent sure. Like, again, I'm not the fucking greatest cook in the world, and I won't ever claim to be. But the point is why didn't you just put this in there on broil for fucking 10 minutes, bruh? It probably didn't even need 10, maybe like 5 to 7. And then the whole pan would have been done. Like, make that shit make sense to me. Like, that shit doesn't make sense to me. And again, there's like, that shit looks gross. You got these motherfucking chicken thighs swimming in butter, bro. Like, the butter didn't even mix with the fucking chicken, cream of chicken sauce nonsense you made. It didn't even mix. That is so nasty looking, bro. You got a fucking butter swimming pool full of thighs.
No, that's not
Oh, man.
Take that piece. Take that piece. All right, guys, this is more what it's supposed to look like. So I'm probably gonna take all the chicken out and just give it a little bit of a broil to get it crispy for Tammy when she gets home for dinner. But
that is nasty.
We'll take that out. Put that right there. Take that out. Put that right there. Oops.
Good night, Joy.
And come on. Of course you're sticking. There we go. There we go. We're gonna let that cool and then we'll try it in a bit. So, once you get it nice and crispy, then you can give it a try. Very buttery, very kind of crispy.
Kind of crispy.
Good salt, pepper, and red pepper flakes all go together great. This is a good recipe. This is really good. I would even make like toothpicks and I would chop up the pieces and do like chicken chunks, kind of like for football finger food. This is really good though. Okay guys, this is Mom's Butter Chicken. Check it out. I recommend this one. I love you, and I will have the recipe corrected down below. All right? Take care.
Bruh. Awful. Another awful example of what not to do, in my opinion. Anyways. Well, it's the end of the night, man. I appreciate you guys. You guys stay safe out there. Enjoy, what is it, Saturday? Yeah, Saturday. Enjoy your Saturday night. You know, if you got plans to go out, shit, go have a good goddamn time, but do it safely, you know what I'm saying? If you get drunk, make sure you call Uber or Lyft. If you do whatever, if you do whatever you want to do to have fun, that's fine. Just make sure you get home safely in the correct way, which is calling an Uber or Lyft. Because there's no reason for you to have to, you know what I'm saying, deal with any sort of other repercussions of DUIs or OWIs or whatever they call it in your state, or you crashing or any of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it a buck. It's cheaper to call one of these motherfucking car ride share fucking situations than it is to deal with any sort of those bullshit tickets and, you know, accidents and stuff. So go ahead and just do it the safe way. It's my nice public service announcement to everybody. Sometimes you got to be motivational and shit. You got to say the right things, you know. People are watching, and you gotta influence the right way, you know. That's my way of influencing and giving you all a positive message. So yeah, have a good goddamn night. I'm gonna see you guys later, man. I love you guys, and I will catch y'all later. Peace.